I thought the homie was gonna pull up, but either way, we about to get into some not reaction, but this recap of BMF, the season finale, and then we gonna get into this last episode of Snowfall. Both of them going crazy right now. I ain't gonna lie. Both shows is going crazy right now. On one hand, BMF is some real shit, so you already kind of know what's going on. So it's just like surprising that they still getting like wild moments and shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Terry, he exactly what his brother be calling him, bro. I ain't gonna say the word because I know how touchy-feely it is, and I might post this shit on YouTube. But yeah, he definitely what his brother be calling him. He be going outside. And they got one whiff. One little whiff. That's some love from damn, why I want to call her Kiki? Lala. He got one little whiff of some love from Lala. Head over heels. It's cool though. It'd be like that. Like I said, you gotta take life in stride. He said he needed that one. He gave up everything for that. Yeah, so let's get into this breakdown real quick, man. There's a whole lot of shit going on. Get into this BMF shit first. Then we gonna go into the Snowfall shit, man. Because BMF already done ended, so we know how this season ended. We just gotta speculate on how it's gonna go from here. But on the other hand, Snowfall shit, we speculating what we about to see in like a week, man. Because it's about to go down. This shit getting crazy. Shit getting crazy. It's getting hectic. It's getting slimy. I mean, it's so much to speculate in that shit, bruh. They writing a masterpiece over there, bruh. They writing a masterpiece. I would just say it like that. They are writing a motherfucking masterpiece.
We got everything we wanted. We're not killers, we're businessmen. Speak for yourself. I'm gonna put Lamar on the wrong side of the grass for good.
Let's try that.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love BMF, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we'll be talking about BMF Season 2, Episode 10. This is the recap. Now I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points in this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. And man, the season is finally over, and your boy Meech and Terry, they are pretty much going on their separate ways, with Meech going down to Atlanta and Terry running things up in Detroit. Based on how this episode ended, it ain't looking too good for any of them, because it doesn't matter how many people they take down, it's always another enemy, another problem, another threat that's going to come their way. So it's definitely going to be very interesting to see how things play out in Season 3. Now, in this season finale, we saw a lot of different things. Detective Bryant finally neutralized. Lamar finally neutralized. And of course, B. Mickey finally kicked out of the family. I mean, I don't blame Meech for doing that, especially after what B. Mickey has been through. And it's too much of a risk to mess.
I mean, you had to know B. Mickey was gonna get kicked out, though. Like, I'm surprised the nigga ain't dead. Really. So he really still should be happy that he was family at any point. Cause like to ran with them, then damn near snitched on the whole shit. And just at the last second, you had cold feet. Like, you was really about to dime them niggas out. You was really about to put this nigga behind bars for a little second. They really should have whacked your dumb ass. But he said he family.
That's around with him, so it's definitely time to be moving on. B Mickey did not have the best ending, but hey, it is what it is. We're going to see what the two brothers are going to be on in season 3, and I cannot wait to see it. But let's start this recap. We ain't going to waste any time. As I told you guys, if I miss anything, let me know down below. So what did we see in episode 10, titled New Beginnings? Now, the episode starts out with us hearing Terry, and he's pretty much telling us, you know, the story of when they was growing up, always running from the cops, from all types of people, and it went from running to chasing people. I mean, we saw him, we saw Meech, and we saw B Mickey, and, you know, just to see all of them together, from kids all the way up to adults, it's a bittersweet moment, but not everyone together. All him, cops, from all types of people, and it went from running to chasing people. I mean, we saw him, we saw Meech, and we saw B Mickey, and, you know, just to see all of them together, from kids all the way up to adults, it's a bittersweet moment, but not everybody's going to be able to continue that journey with you.
When they did this, I thought they was really about to keep that nigga with them, boy. I was like, damn. I'm seeing this part, I'm like, they really about to let this nigga, like, over some emotion type shit. They really about to let this nigga slide on snitching on them. That's a crazy, crazy start to the game.
As you move along, and we talking about your boy B Mickey. Now we get to the car wash. It's a crime scene, and the body has been dropped off, and we learn that it is your girl Monique. So your boy Lamar thought this was a good idea, I guess him and Alvin, to do this, but knowing Lamar is probably all his idea. But to do this to Monique and then put the body at the car wash, now that's just plain messed up. This messes up business. Meech is pissed off, and he really wants to get back at Lamar.
Slowed up the emotion.
Finally finish him off, because if he doesn't, all he's going to do is keep messing around with Meech, messing up business and taking out everybody that he gets close to. Now, Meech is having a conversation with Sterling. We know he sends Roland to California to handle some business for him. And Sterling is pissed off because he's like, man, why in the hell is B Mickey sitting around here? He don't trust him. He still believes that he's a rat.
Nobody trusts that nigga.
Sterling, he respects him, but do not question his decision making. Now, Terry gets the call from Markeisha, and like Terry always does, he runs to her every need. And
hey, and Shorty, the little female cop, man, she damn near fucked B Mickey. Like coming over there, she ain't even know, but like he really was about to. It seemed like he was about to really be able to stay. And then as soon as that shit happened, it was like, nah. We seen you with another cop. Like, you still talking. After you survive one time, you still out here snitching.
We find out that somebody has hemmed the kids up. I believe they was looking for some money from Boom or whatever, and it seems like they're in danger. Terry tells them, look, it's going to be all right. They're going to end up getting another house and be one big happy family, and he's going to take care of them. And I'm thinking like, man, Terry, this girl got you doing everything for her, and I still do not trust her, just like Mitch mentioned earlier on in the season. Now, we get to Lucille and Nicole.
She ain't even want that nigga until he started actually being the pusher versus the receiver. Now he hot. Now he look good to you. Alright, okay, alright, okay.
Now it's gonna be a hair war show, and Nicole's gonna be able to model in it, and we know the family will go to support her. Now Charles comes in. We know Lucille tells him that she does not have all of her clothes on. Charles has to turn around. He is trying to say sorry, and he wants to, you know, basically fix what he's messed up. But Lucille ain't giving him the time of the day. She's like, hell nah. It's just not going to happen. Now we get to Detective Veronica Jen and Detective Bryant. They got K9 in there, and they're just hoping that he gives them some intel on Meech, any other dealers that he's done business with. I mean, that's what they hoping for, but K9's like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm a G, I ain't saying jack. And that's exactly what I thought he was gonna say, but then they bring in Peaches, and she's already opening her mouth, snitching, telling them everything about K9 and what he's been doing, the guns. I mean, she don't give a damn, and K9 is pissed off, like, really? So now he has to think about what he's gonna do and who he's gonna end up ratting on, but we know it ain't gonna be Meech. Now we get to your boy Lamar, and look at him. This man is tweaking out.
He even said that
he was gonna be.
That nigga specifically said, "Nah, I ain't snitching on Meech."
And they're reminiscing about Monique, about the good times, and about all the screw-ups he's pretty much been through. And Alvin is trying to calm him down, telling him, look, he needs to get up and do something. I mean, he's just been sitting in the same spot. He throws Alvin on the wall, and Alvin is tired of all this. He's like, man, screw all that. This dude is pretty much taking out everybody that gets close to him, and I'm not about to sit around to be the next victim, which at the end of...
I was just about to say that. This nigga Mark Dark be on it. That nigga knew. This nigga, I think he said it's Sterling. This nigga already knew, bro. He about to get killed in a second. Like, he can't even make no decisions in his own house, bro, when he trying to help him out. This nigga been helping him the whole time. The whole time. And he just too power hungry. Want to boss everybody around, want to hurt everybody. He don't care about nothing.
End of the day, I guess you can't really blame Alvin because we already know Lamar would end up taking him out. Then we get to family dinner, and Lucille, she is wearing her best outfits in this episode. I mean, your boy Charles, he is fiending for a piece of Lucille, and she's doing this on purpose, in my opinion.
Oh God, she was putting it on him.
Bringing up, the last time that they all had family dinner together, and then Lucille, she starts to talk about Mabel Jones, and she pretty much dogs out Charles right there in front of the whole family. Charles can't do nothing. I mean, he just sitting there.
She started bringing them.
Like, look,
them shots.
And I mean, he doesn't really have anything
Bartender.
to say, but this is what happens when you do what your boy Raw Dog Charles has done, and now he's dealing with the consequences. Now we get to Carl Winslow Sr., aka Mike, and he ain't paying the dancers. He's still pissed off about what happened, aka Mike, and he ain't paying the consequences.
That nigga, did that nigga call him
Winslow Sr., aka Mike, and he ain't paying the dancers. He's still pissed off about what happened with Meech and Terry, and he's taking it out on Goldie. She tells him she ain't paying them jack, and he wants to get payback. And this dude's basically saying he's going to be a threat. And Goldie ends up kicking him out the club, but we know he's going to come back to try to seek revenge. Now, we get to your boy Kevin.
Big
He's
revenge.
kicking it with his homeboys. Looking.
That nigga said, if you don't want to get hurt, get the fuck out. Bah.
Through his comics, and then all of a sudden that bully Marcus, he returns and he starts to bully him. He's hitting him and everything is funny to him. And now Kevin is like, okay, I gotta get payback on this dude. Now Kevin, he tried to fight back, he swung and he missed, and it's just like, okay.
This nigga Kevin had the most illest, most terrible fight back moment ever. Like, he literally sat there and stared at that nigga and like frame for frame that bitch. Like, he didn't even try to do nothing. He just threw a punch. Like, nigga, your pops asked specifically time after time after time, do you want me to teach you how to fight? And you said, nah, it's cool. Nah, it's cool. Now you want to throw a random punch.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Now you want to throw a random punch.
Oh, bro.
That shit crazy, man. I was like, as soon as I seen that shit, that's exactly what I thought to myself. Like, bro, why is you trying to throw a punch? You said you wanted to get bullied. This is the results. You can't just up in one day want to throw a punch. No, you need to learn how to fight. God damn it. Ain't nobody taught you how to fight. You just throwing random punches. That nigga said. It wasn't even a hook. Like, he just literally just threw his arm straight at him. He would have socked that nigga like this. It wasn't even connected with these.
I ain't gonna keep sitting here and allowing you to beat me down. I'm gonna go get that strap. We knew this was gonna happen. We've been talking about this since the very beginning of the season, that Kevin will get that gun and he will mess around and shoot the bully.
Went out
now,
like a punk.
The family, they go and support Nicole after Hair Wars. Everything seems like it's going good, but then we see your boy Terry. He's with Markeisha, and he introduces Markeisha to his family. Lucille ain't having it. She's like, hell nah. She understands that she's older.
That bitch too old.
She just got a bad vibe from her. Now Lawana, she pops up, and then the two starts to get into an argument once again, and it's about to go down. Now, your girl Markeisha ends up
See, Markeisha, okay. She gives me the power hungry in the sense of she try to get T to cut everybody off except like her. Like she'd want T to be the boss of whatever T would call his shit, not BMF. And she definitely don't want him to be with Meech, like 50-50, you feel me? Like, I think that's what type of sinister plot she'd be on. Like, I don't think she don't give off the set a nigga up for no reason or try to rob or, like, I don't think she's trying to become, oh shit. God damn. I don't think she's trying to become a kingpin or nothing, but I definitely think she's definitely trying to finesse her way into snaking him into building up his own empire with just her. Like, she getting all of the money basically. So I don't really know what vibe they giving off to the family, or she giving off to the family though. She seemed cool, at least how she come off, or at least how she came off in this situation. But hey, mother's intuition, maybe she already
just walking
knew.
off,
Said,
and then
nah,
they
too
run
old,
into Saint.
too
Remember,
cute,
Saint was the guy that worked
on.
with Boom from season 1, and he warns Terry and Markeisha to basically stop messing around with each other. They ain't having it, and if he continues to do it, it's going to be some problems. And we know we end up seeing Saint later on in the episode. Now we get back to Lamar, and that coke got that boy on a whole new level. I mean, he is tweaking out. He is seeing things, and then all of a sudden he sees himself. But in reality, it's not himself. It's your boy Alvin, and he ends up getting Lamar to smoke those rocks. And now Lamar is definitely on a whole new level. I mean, Alvin says, screw all that. I ain't about to sit up here and allow you to beat me down each and every episode. I've been trying to help you out. I've been trying to be a good cousin, but it's time to make a deal. We learn later on in the episode that he did make a deal with Meech. And hey, if y'all was Alvin, would y'all do it? Because as I told y'all, if Alvin continued to do what he's been...
Alvin was next, so he had to do that. He had to do that.
...doing, Lamar would have took this dude out just like that. Now, Detective Brian, he meets up with Meech, and Meech has a great strategy. This is why we all talked about B. Mickey just going to Meech in the first place. And he tells Detective Brian that, look, we got witnesses. Like, dude, you was with J-Mo as well the night that he got taken out. And all of this will just come back on you. And we got...
This could have happened at the beginning of the season, but that nigga was scared. He let the cop get to him. It's tough.
So what you gonna do? We gonna need that strap. And if we...
Exactly what he told Shorty at the end of the episode is what he should have told dude as soon as he popped up. If you had evidence on me, you would have already took me into custody. It's a reason that you don't want to take me into custody. But you're not finna use me to take down my homies. And just stand on it. That's all you got to do.
If we don't get it, that means you going down. So now Detective Brian, he has to get the gun in order for him to, you know, to be good. And he does not want to mess around and mess up his freedom. But just imagine if B. Mickey would have just did this from the very beginning. Now, Charles believed that Lucille and him can have a new start. He was saying like, man, you know, maybe me getting caught cheating was a good thing. Maybe we can start fresh. But Lucille's like, yeah, I mean, we can start fresh,
a good
but not
thing
with each other. It ain't happening.
It showed me who you is.
Divorce. We knew this was going to happen. We knew the divorce would be in the storyline eventually. We just didn't know what season, but now we know what season it is. And now on season 3, I can't wait to see how the two are going to be moving. Now, we get to Detective Brian, and he's going back home. He's looking for that strap, but guess what?
I'm going to let you know. I'm going to spoil it a little bit for you. That nigga... all that whole shit going out the window as soon as they motherfucking get. Because he was a part of the organization. After a while, he was a part of the family after a while. So shit. Because I think he was a driver or something for they shit. So all of that godly shit that he be speaking and talking about, get out my house, Meech shit. He finna work for Meech in a little bit. Shit crazy.
What? It's gone.
You know,
your boy
it's
Kevin done took it. He's in there
for
tweaking out. Veronica Jen, she pops up and she's like, look, I know you going through it, but did you hear about the radio call about your son Kevin? and they go check up, and Kevin has dropped off the bully. He shot him, took him out. He said it was an accident, and he did not really mean to do it. Detective Brian is like, look, it's gonna be okay. It's self-defense. I mean, he don't really know what to say. He is shocked, and he knows it's pretty much over for his son, and he wants to fix this.
That's
all
tough.
he can really do is blame himself for keeping that strap at the house. I mean, this is what happens when you do dirt. It comes back to you, and now you're gonna have to deal with this.
And it wasn't even your gun you was keeping at the house, and letting your son see the code. Like, not he ain't show him the code, but he wasn't hiding that shit. And it's just like, that was the dirty gun. Not even your gun, the dirty gun.
For the rest of your life, and we understand why he was pissed off so much at Meech and Terry 20 plus years later, when we saw in the very first episode. Now Meech tells Terry that Detective Brian is probably still going to come after them because he's pissed off, and then he says we still have Lamar problems. He wants to take him out for good. Terry tells him, no, maybe that's not the best move. You know what I'm saying? We got everything. We pretty much neutralized all of our threats. And, you know, he wants to continue to see his brother be alive. Meech tells him, nah, he got to get payback. He's going to, you know, take Lamar out. He's not just going to allow this dude to do what he's done and not do anything about it. And at that moment, that's what Meech was thinking. But we know he ended up listening to Terry, and he used a different approach for him. Now, Detective Brian, he's under investigation. He has to hand over his badge and his weapon, and he's screwed. Now, Veronica Jen, she says, look, maybe I can help out getting B. Mickey to confess. And if so, seeing that he has fingerprints on the gun, maybe that can lessen, you know, the charges on your boy Kevin. And Veronica, she was so upset with Detective Brian. He was thanking her, and she's like, look, don't thank me. I'm doing this for Kevin. Now, she goes to B. Mickey. She tries to get him to flip, but that's not happening. B. Mickey ain't about to say nothing, especially if you don't have 100% truth. He understands if they would have had anything, he would have already been arrested.
That's tough, B.
Right. But the sad thing is, Sterling, he's out there. He's watching. He sees Detective Veronica Jen go there.
Sterling was on it.
From his perspective, he's like, man, this dude is a rat. Once a rat, always a rat. And y'all know he goes back to let Meech know exactly what just went down. Now, Meech finally catches up with Lamar.
I think Sterling gonna be a real nigga.
Just like that.
His first instance of being a real nigga was a fuck up, realistically, because he didn't really have no information. Like, he didn't know that nigga was snitching. He just seen a cop leaving and assumed. But I definitely think he gonna be a dub, because his other instance of being a real nigga was cutting off one of his homies because he seen him on some fuck shit. And like some fuck shit. So you gotta fuck with a nigga like that.
Now, we knew from that trailer it wasn't gonna go down like that. I mean, they ain't gonna just spoil it, but then again, sometimes they do. Now, Lamar is just laughing. He's like, I mean, if you're gonna do it, do it. He doesn't really care. He done lost everything. And Meech is like, I'm not gonna do that because you want it. I'm gonna make you suffer. You're gonna have a hard life. And he makes him smoke them rocks. And now Lamar, he's basically gonna be hooked. And we know Alvin helped set up this whole game plan. Meech pays him off and just tells him to continue to do what he's been doing. And we know later on in the episode, we see Lamar on the street and he ain't looking too good. Now, Meech and Terry meet up, and Meech tells him, look, I listened to you. I handled the whole Lamar thing, and I did it in a smart way. And then we get to Meech's going away party. Everybody is there. They're having a good time. We know Charles is finally having some good bonding time with both of his sons, and it finally seems like, you know, it's not a lot of tension in the air. Now, we know Meech ended up getting a guitar for Charles, just letting him know he appreciates him, and Charles was happy. We see Lucille, and once again, she is dressed to impress your boy Raw Dog. Charles is like, man, I done messed up, man. I wish he would
Raw Dog Charles
dressed like that when we was together. Now, Meech has a conversation with B. Mickey, and he tells him, like, look, we through. You're not a part of this family. You are dead to me. I know you was having
that nigga walked up. Yo, I didn't see my invite to the party. I mean, so I just didn't know. Nah, nigga, you knew.
With law enforcement, and I don't trust
this is
like
going
that.
away party, nigga.
He's just looking like,
you're done.
Like, I didn't even, you know, do anything. We know what happened with B. Mickey, but like I said, from Sterling's perspective, it does seem like he maybe was talking, especially since he has a history of messing around with law enforcement. But you can tell that Meech was kind of hurt from having to do that. He was really trying to, you know, look out for B. Mickey, but it just did not play out the way he wanted it to. Now, we get back to Detective Brian and Kevin. He brings him his comics, and, you know, Kevin is like, man, when am I going to go home? And I know this had to hurt because
You
Detective
ain't
Brian
going
knows
home, boy.
that Kevin is not coming home for a long time.
For
now,
a
Kevin does tell
long
him
time.
that his character that he made for the comics, Bruiser, is basically him. You know what I'm saying? He had to change things up, but it's his pops. So that really hit him even more, and he's eager, and I'm telling y'all, he's eager to get revenge on Meech and Terry. Now, Meech and Terry and Roland, they're outside kicking it. We know Meech is about to go to Atlanta, and it was like, man, I can't believe we did what we said we was gonna do. And you know, it costed a lot to be at the level that we were at, but it's time to expand. It's time to go through with the whole game plan. He ends up, of course, saying goodbye to his boy Roland. We know Roland was in the documentary, and he was right there with Meech when he got shot. I'm glad that they had that conversation before Meech left, but Meech gets down to Atlanta and it's some more issues. Now he gets down to Atlanta, he's having a conversation with Goldie. Everything seems like it's going good, but then all of a sudden we hear a shotgun shot, and it's your boy Mike, aka Carl Winslow Sr. And this dude talking about, I am back.
Carl
like,
Winslow
really?
Sr.
And you by yourself? Oh, it's
that nigga
on.
really do look
Meech
like Carl
and
Winslow.
Your girl Goldie, they dropped this dude off easily. And I'm thinking like, okay, you gonna come there causing all this mess and you don't have no type of backup. You were pretty much just asking for it. So they take him out, and Goldie understands that now she has to get up out of there because she said that the people that he's connected to is connected to the mob. And she ends up mentioning a guy named Robert Fulton and saying that this guy is a huge threat. So now Goldie, she is plotting and planning to leave. Now Goldie gets back home and she is trying to get her sister ready, but ain't no way this gonna work out. We already knew her sister was gonna pass away, and she tells her like, look, ain't no use to taking me. It's gonna be too much of a hassle. It is my time to go. And
it's really kind of fucked up and selfish that she was like, because it's hard, don't get me wrong, it's hard, but if a motherfucker saying they in so much pain that they don't even want to be alive no more, you just keeping them alive because you can't go on without them. Like, that's fucked up when you fully healthy and capable. You feel me? Like, I understand if it was like something actually going on where like you literally could not go on without that person, but I don't know of such a thing. So,
and it was hard for Goldie to do this, but that's what ended up happening. So RIP to her sister. It was sad, but Goldie tells Meech like, look, you need to go down to Magic City and ask for a guy named Rodney Green. Tell him that I sent you.
Hey, BMF is low key like, Big Meech is a character in a GTA series. That's what it feels like.
And he's going to take good care of you. So that's exactly what he ended up doing. He goes there, he sees Dila, and while he's in there, we see
that
Remy.
nigga got a new mission.
Last episode, and he was a huge threat. He was in that shootout,
Green
and you
dot
already know
up.
he wants to get at your boy Meech. So most likely, we're going to continue to see him in season 3. Now, at the end of the episode, Terry, he's rolling with Markeisha. Everything seems like it's going good, but we know that's not going to be the case. All of a sudden, we see your boy Lamar. He's walking on the streets. He's smoked out. I mean, look at him. He's like a completely different person. And y'all let me know, do y'all think we gonna see Lamar in season 3? I mean, his storyline is pretty much over unless they got something else for him. Now, the episode ends with Terry pretty much telling us a new battle for his kingdom has begun. We see Saint, and he pulls out the strap. He starts firing at Markeisha and Terry. It ain't looking too good. And Saint, he warned them earlier on in the episode.
Motherfuckers was saying they couldn't see DC Fly as a like serious motherfucker. I don't know. He looked cool to me in this shit. Like, it was kind of funny the way he pulled up on him and shit. But like when he pulled up as the shooter, like I didn't see DC Young Fly and start laughing. Like he looked serious to me.
Episode, and I guess he was not playing around. So we're going to most likely see the conclusion of this at the very beginning of season 3. We know Terry's going to be okay, but I don't know how they want to end up playing out this whole storyline with him and Markeisha. But it seems like ever since he's been messing around with Markeisha, he's been having a lot of bad luck. And I would not be surprised if that bad luck continues in season 3. But you guys, y'all let me know, how do you feel about the season finale? We know they're filming BMF season 3 right now, so hopefully we get the show on time, probably next year or whenever they want to drop it, because y'all know Stars, they drop these shows whenever they want to. But I want to thank you guys for all the love, all the support you've been showing me for BMF season 2. It's been a hell of a season. I cannot wait to season 3. I will be dropping BMF videos for you guys this week.
All right, now let's get into Mark Dark yet? Yeah, I already watched this motherfucker, but we gonna rewatch this bitch.
Why I couldn't just be happy with where we were?
Cause I want to talk about
money,
this
right?
motherfucker.
Power, respect. But no, you did.
It's only a fruit part, so I want to talk about it, and then we about to get in the Red Dead, though.
Go to a new location.
So, hold on, let me look through here. First off, we can start here. This nigga Teddy is shook. Straight up. I'm gonna give it to you. This nigga Teddy shook out his mind. He don't know what to do because he ain't never been approached like this. He fucked up. He took niggas' life. And now he gotta pay the consequences of taking niggas' life. I don't think he's gonna do anything, but I did have a fucked up theory that he'd come out on top somehow. And if he did, depending on how they write the last couple episodes, because his story arc has really been kind of a weird one, but as a villain, it's been a good one. So if he fuck around and still somehow defeats Franklin again, and the rest of everybody else, this show, hey, this show right here, nigga. So, but I think he shook right now. I don't think any plays that he makes in the next episode or two will not be smart. Now, episode 9, episode 10, if he waits it out until episode 9, 10 to make any moves, oh, he coming back with vengeance. If we don't see him for an episode, oh, he coming back for vengeance. For sure. But if he about to try to act as soon as possible, bro, he gonna get fucked up, and it's up for him. But either way, once this shit is all wrapped up and done, he's going to jail regardless. They gonna make it seem like he was not a part of the CIA and all that shit he was doing was on his own. I know that for sure. Veronique, she did her thing, man. She a ride or die. I think she made the right decision as well because Veronique is in a situation where her mom is telling her to come with her because her mom's trying to mend stuff that she did to her in the past. But you got to remember, Veronique knows who her mom is, like for real, for real. Not just, oh, like, I'm willing to change. Like, if she's not willing to see the change, then you know Veronique mama fucked up. Veronique mama not the best. So, I think she made the right decision. Even though she might be in harm's way of bullets, the shit with her mom wouldn't have worked out, is what she's trying to say, by making a decision of staying with Franklin. Because she knows what she's getting into. He made that clear. But she ready to ride for that nigga. So I fuck with her. She a dub. They need to go ahead and get married because she definitely on some death do us part shit. Everything else. This little sit down with this buddy. Either he's ready to go, like he's ready to get taken out, or he's gonna work with Teddy. That's all I'm gonna say about this though. This nigga's kind of an L, to be honest. He's kind of the equivalent of the Hispanic family at the beginning of the show. Like, anytime his shit pop up, I just be like, bro, get back to the actual meat and potatoes. Like, if it ain't the Teddy scene or Franklin scene, or even a not Gustavo, but what's buddy name that run with Teddy? Even one of them scenes, I fuck with. This nigga, get him off the screen, bro. This nigga is not KGB, bro. There's nothing special about this nigga. He has not put the fear in me as a viewer. Not once. So. Real quick. This little back and forth between
but she says
Louis and Damn, I gotta stop saying, I'm drunk though. You gotta forgive me. This little back and forth between Louis and Rome was damn near iconic as fuck. Like, he's really at that one point where it's hard for him to do anything because he's not in it no more. And he know what not in it. He's not new to the game. So he knows what not being in it can do. He knows what can happen when your head not in it. He knows that. But the only reason he doing it is for her. Because like he said, even though, yeah, she got a gun and yeah, she can probably defend herself and stuff like that, niggas is gonna be plotting on her 24/7 because they not used to it. And she ain't like how it is in what the fuck is that shit called? Raising Kanan. She's not like how it is in Raising Kanan, where she got a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's watching her back. So you know, if you fuck with her, you gotta fuck with the brothers and whoever else. It's just her and whoever else. So maybe even her niggas might be plotting on her. You never know, because they not used to that. So it's gonna be a hard road for her. If it really come down to it, and you gotta bang it out with this nigga Rome might catch you. If you really had to bang it out with Franklin might catch you. Shit, Louis might catch you. But you gon', in your mind, you gon' definitely have a way better chance. Physically, probably you'll have a way better chance. More than likely. Louis not that big. Louis not that, hasn't shown herself to be super duper strong or nothing like that. So this is the fucked up situation to be in. But I felt for Rome, man. He realized last episode, this shit ain't for me. I can't even hang with the homie for 2 seconds. Without this nigga looking over my shoulder to see who doing what and what's going on. And you never want that. Yeah, he wanted the shit. He wanted the shit that came with it, but in a neighborhood dope dealer type. Like the equivalent of the motherfucker who sell weed in your apartment, but you only ever see them sell to you. Like, you don't see their house jumping or nothing like that. You don't really see motherfuckers in and out of their shit like that. So, similar to that.
But Jerome was like, man, he
and then this little part right here. Oh, plot. Ain't no way you can tell me that 2 niggas ran up on multiple gunned bodyguards and got out of there smooth, just like that. They had multiple guns. Either L bodyguards or plot. But they got Louis for sure. This nigga's a L. Dub ass homie. He didn't have to make that call, but he did. This nigga right here, he knew what was going on. He really didn't know what was going on. I don't know how he knew what was going on or what told him. Or he just caught that feeling. Because he even tried to warn his homie. Him right here, he even tried to warn him like, hey, let's get up out of here. Like, we should shake the spot. We should definitely shake the spot. But he wasn't trying to hear him, though. He really wanted to run that train on Louis for some reason. You little nasty. I ain't got it on the soundboard yet, but I'm gonna get it though. But he a little nasty. Nasty. The shootout was impressive. They came through their gun blazing, man. I wish they would have never been on bad terms at all. I wish this could have been under better circumstances more than just a reunite under one instance versus them already being united under the same flag. Because even if it was for the same situation, like Louis got snatched up, to me, in this type of story where you kind of already get the senses that nobody's going to win. Like, it's been multiple, every season ends with nobody winning. So, in that same fashion, you would assume that the show is going to end with nobody winning. So I just wish that they could have went out guns blazing together. I really do. Like, if they would have... You feel me? While he was bleeding out. That'd have been iconic.
There, they start.
And then, last but not least,
as big as your.
Where he at? Did they show a picture of this nigga? Nah, but that nigga came to L, man. He said he was gonna shoot Louis first. He said, here you go. This nigga's a L, man. He said he was gonna shoot Louis first. That's what he said. He said, if you shoot at me, I'm gonna shoot Louis first. How the fuck this nigga catch 2 slugs before Louis catch any? I was so shitty when that shit happened. I knew Rome was gonna die. You could just tell. You could tell the way this whole season's been going that Rome was gonna die. I knew it was coming. I really think the only 2 people that's gonna be left standing is Louis and what's my boy name? I'm forgetting everybody. Leon. Louis and Leon. That's the only 2 people I think are gonna be left standing, to be honest. I don't think they're gonna win nothing. I don't think nothing gonna come from it. But I think they're gonna be the only 2 left standing. But this nigga's an L because he said with his own 2 words that he was gonna shoot the bitch first. And what'd he do? Up banger on Rome. Kill Rome. That's tough. Pushed her out the way at that. After all of that shit. Pushed her out the way. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Fuck this nigga. And then, yeah, Louis a L. She trying to blame Franklin and shit, talking about you did this, you did this, you did this. Bitch, you jumped into the same pot I did. And I told your dumb ass multiple times not to do nothing that I didn't tell you do, because you be fucking shit up like you always do. Because you always want to prove yourself. You got to watch out for the motherfuckers that want to prove themselves. You should already feel proven, and you should just be waiting on your chance. I already feel like I'm the best fucking streamer. I do. But I'm not stupid. I'm humble. I know. I gotta wait until motherfuckers realize that shit too. I gotta wait until motherfuckers is ready for that. I gotta wait until motherfuckers is viewing my shit. I gotta wait. I'm cool with that. Eventually motherfuckers gonna notice. Y'all will. Eventually. It's gonna happen. I just gotta be here for the shit. She ain't wanna wait. She don't wanna make the money. She want her pride. You could have made your own business deals. You could have got your own little gang. You know what I'm saying? It just ran through Franklin. Don't go fuck with the plug. Now you talking about you scared. When I know y'all got enough money. I know y'all had enough money. They had multiple millions in that fucking bank. They could have took that shit, stashed it away, or not stashed it away, but they could have took that shit and fled to another country. Converted that shit. Would have been totally fine. Motherfuckers be too hungry though. She done fucked up a lot of shit and then she trying to blame Franklin. She can't blame Franklin on this one though. Yes. Rome definitely said, let's get up out of here. Rome definitely said, let's get up out of here. And she ain't want to do it. She ain't want to. She want to keep on doing what she want to do. Just like always. Because it's the Louis show. Fuck Louis. Fuck Louis. You hear me, bitch? Fuck Louis.